Hello everyone, welcome back to the CNA, the daily newspaper analysis. Today it is 31st August, so we have this duration of 30 to 31st August. Probably, if I'm not wrong, the Raksha Bandhan was yesterday, but I hope so many were enjoying it even today. So I wish everyone a happy Raksha Bandhan to every sister and brothers out there. This is me and my teaching experience. This is the WhatsApp and the Telegram link where you can join in to get some of our wonderful videos as well as all such number of PDFs which will be important for you in your upcoming preparations. Also, CSAP is going ahead with the IGP program, that is the interview guidance program for the APSC mains appearing candidate this time. So we can see a good number of panelites who will take your interview and who will directly make you very much confident enough to appear in the interview session of the APSC. So already 18th August or para start whole registration, so you can join in this program. Also, we will be coming live with Anil Swarup sir, okay, on 10 September 2023 at 11:30 a.m. Do join this session. Also, we are live with the Raksha Bandhan offer. Okay, this is an app-based offer, so you can directly download it on Google Play or in the App Store to get this respective offer by using this code CSAPRAK50. Coming to today's content, we can see that we have got 4 important news today about the president's pardoning power, Eastern equine encephalitis, Rajasthan platform-based gig workers, and China claims disputed reasons on new map. Let's start with the first one, that is the no judicial review of president's pardoning power, and it has been proposed by the BNSS bill, that is Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita bill of 2023. Okay, so here when we say about the pardoning power, first of all, আমি চাব লাগে কি why it is a news, because this particular bill seeks the bar to appeal against any order made by the president in the exercise of the power to grant pardon or commute a death sentence under Article 72 of the Indian Constitution. So now when we say about the pardoning power, so under Article 72 of the Indian Constitution, the president shall have the power to grant pardons, reprieve, respite, remit, or even punish or suspend to any person convicted of any offense where the sentence is a sentence of death. So in this particular article, there is also a limitation. That means the president cannot exercise his power of pardon independent of the government, because we all know that president is basically adjourned by the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. And therefore, in several cases, the Supreme Court has ruled that the president has to act on the advice of the Council of Ministers. And this includes even one famous case which I want to tell to you is the Maruram versus Union of India case of 1980. And also there is a very famous case of West Bengal which is known as the Dhananjay Chatterjee versus the state of West Bengal 1994. এই কেস বিলাক কিছুমান বহুত ইম্পৰ্টেন্ট হয় where you can directly put a reference to. হেতু কাৰণে মই কেস কিছুমানৰ কথা কৈ দিয়াৰ লগে লগে you should write it down so that you should make this cases refer in such number of questions which ask about the pardoning power of the president. Okay, so in this particular case we can see that pardoning power only is not limited to the president. In the state, governor has also got pardoning power under Article 161. Etu monot rakhiba. And of course there is a difference, because the governor cannot pardon the death sentence, and even the governor cannot have any power with respective to the martial courts. That means the court of the military. Okay, so yate pasta kotha ase: pardon, commutation, remission, respite and reprieve. Pardoning mane ki hoy? Removing both sentence and conviction. Commutation mane denoting the substitution of one form of punishment with other. Remission, reducing the period of the sentence. Respite, awarding a lesser sentence in place of originally sentenced, reprieved, stay the execution of the sentence. So pasta key terms ase when we discuss about the pardoning powers of both the president as well as the governor. So hekhini kothake yate pura bhalke ami discuss korilu. Okay, so you can see that today this pardoning we have seen in the recent times how pardoning has been used. Okay, not this particular government obviously, etu government ahar pora ami kono pardoning tenukwa dekha nai, but in the earlier stage we have seen such appeals of pardon. So therefore you have to know well about the pardoning powers of the president, jihetu etu bostu bahut news ot ase. So yate moi gutei jikhini moi kesor kotha kolo sobkhini moi likhi thoi disu. You can see all this particular things so as to enjoy and learn about the problems that we have seen in association with the pardoning power of the president and its respective uses. Karon jihetu eta news ot ase no, because of this BNSS bill, where the president's call on mercy pleas is final and there can be no judicial review of the respective Supreme Court. Aru eta bostu eta jani thwa je judicial review is basically under the basic structure of the Indian Constitution which came into existence via the Kesavanand Bharati case of 1976. Etu eta bostu jani thwa bahut important hai. Okay, so you have to write and tell me in the comment section that what was the case associated with the Kesavanand Bharati. Kesavanand Bharati case to kihor karone amar karone important hoy moi kolo basic structure boli, but how this Kesavanand Bharati became a landmark judgment you have to tell me in the comment section below. Okay, chalo coming to the next one, model question di thua ase sai loba. Eastern equine encephalitis. Okay, so a eastern equine encephalitis to recently bahut besi dekha goise kot in New York, and this rare virus has recently reported in Alabama in New York with serious implication for public health. Okay, aru etu eta ki hoy mosquito borne illness hoy, bahut important hoy. Aru monot rakhiba it's a viral disease. Etu to aru besi important. Moi probably I have asked you yesterday or day before yesterday about the difference between viral and bacterial infections. Okay, kudos to those people who have written the difference. Kudos to those people. Okay, even I appreciated those people. I have seen all the answers. Appreciated the people who have written the difference between these two. Okay, so therefore today we have to know about that what basically is the difference between viral and bacterial disease. So A2 eta virus hoy, Z2 spread hoy people by the bite of an infected mosquito. Okay, and therefore you can see that this triple E, that is Eastern equine encephalitis, is a very serious disease today. And you can see that approximately 30% of the people with this particular disease die and many survivors have ongoing neurologic problem. So when we refer about a neurologic problem, okay, so neurology disorders are some things which includes a range of disorders such as epilepsy, learning disabilities, neuromuscular disorders, autism, brain tumors, and even the cerebral palsy. So we have seen about this neurological disorders, which may be neuromuscular, which may be vascular, which may be psychological, which may be dementia related, which may be autoimmune, which may be infection related, which may be neural developmental related, which may be because of trauma related. এই গুটেখিনি আমি কত দেখা পাও neurological disorders দেখা পাও. So therefore when we refer about this particular disease, so this can hamper the affected ones very grievously. And today we have seen that there is no vaccines to prevent this particular virus. And we can only reduce the risk of infection with this particular virus by using insect repellent, wearing long sleeve shirts and long pants, and even taking steps to control mosquitoes indoors and outdoors. Okay, so here are symptoms of bahut khini ase. Mild to severe, often progressing rapidly. Virus typically begins with high fever, headaches, chills, and nausea. Generally same thake. Okay, etu malaria to hoy generally ami dekhisu. And we can see that serious symptoms include seizures, disorientation, and even coma. So it's a very deadly disease. That is the triple E. Okay, so ekhini bostu yate dia ase treatment yate kono eku nai, so we have to be very much careful etialoke India phale aha nai ba kono spread hua nai, but yes, we have to be concerned about such disease because India being a populous country aru US or logot amar bahut khini oha jua choli thake, so it may come to India very soon, so you have to look after this particular habits of yours so that you can be protected against such deadly disease. Okay, question ta dia ase sai loba. Next, Rajasthan platform-based gig workers bill 2023. So when we refer about this particular bill, okay, so a bill khona main aim to ki hoy? Amak prothomote hetue lage. Hoday bills bilakor eta bostu monot rakhiba. Aims, objective, ebilak bostu bahut important na. Their goals. Okay, moi hetu bostu kau AOG buli ba jodi moi ulta ke koi asu GOA buli. Goa. Hoday monot rakhiba. GA scheme poha, GA bill ahe. Hoday Goa monot rakhiba. Goal, objective, aim. Very important. So as is the moi ko, the bill aims to address the lack of protection and benefits for gig workers who were previously classified as partners rather than employees in companies. Basically, we can see such gig workers in companies like Ola, Uber, Swiggy, Zomato, Amazon. So obviously they are not directly the workers of the respective company. So they are basically whom? They are the partners rather than employees. And therefore, they have got lack of protection and benefits directly from the company. And hence, we are referring them as what? Gig workers. So therefore, today, we have seen that Rajasthan Assembly has gone ahead to aim and extending social security benefits to even these gig workers. Because these gig workers acknowledge a greater significant contribution towards the economy and even providing them with essential protection and support. So আজি এনেকুৱা নহয় যে gig workers বিলাকে economy একো contribute কৰা নাই. Yes, they are contributing a lot. And you have to basically acknowledge their contributions. So therefore today, through this particular bill, we can see that the government wants to bring social security measures even to these particular workers. Okay, and today, if I am not wrong, gig workers in India today are around 15 million. Iman khini manu gig workers hoye ase. Okay, and according to some of the surveys, a 15 million to only by 2028 will grow by 90 million. Just think about it. 15 million to only by 2028, which is hardly a period of around 5 years. It will grow to 90 million. Okay, and today we have seen that the gig workforce in India is maximum in retail, trade and sales. Retail, trade and sales. That is sobotke basic gig workers or contribution. Second comes transportation. Third comes finance and insurance. Fourth comes manufacturing and fifth comes education. So therefore today this particular bill is in news and therefore even the gig workers are in news. So yet as key features ase bill khonor, Rajasthan bill will become the first state to go ahead with this particular developmental schemes associated with the gig workers. So etu karone yate key features kisuman dia ase, ebilak sai loba bhalke. Okay, all are written. We have a mains question, we have a previous year's question. Okay, chalo. Next, China claims disputed regions on new maps. So etu purana adat China. So obviously it's not a new thing for us. So we even our ex-NFS minister has replied it saying it to be absurd and an old habit of China. Okay, so aji ami janu je we have got a border issue with China. Okay, and recently this is particularly the map that has been seen aru etu China publish korise. Okay, so you can see amar chechin nuha kori pelale tahator part kori pelale ekhini enake korile Sakcham Valley to tahator dekhai ase. Okay, ekhini dekhaise tasot ekhini jitu doklam issue hekhini dekhaise and Arunachal Pradesh khon to gute tahator buli koy. Okay, so China's claim on new map ki hoy? Territorial claims. Arunachal Pradesh and Akshachin. Tasot 9-dash line, obviously the line which is basically seen to be in terms of this one in the South China Sea. Hekhini dekha poa jay. Okay, tasot the map also shows the 10-dash line which underline Beijing's claims over Taiwan Island. So ebilak kisuman claims China hoy ase. Okay, yeah, simple claims. China enuka nohoy je Russia logot claims nai. China enuka nohoy je Mongolia logot claims nai. China enuka nohoy je Nepal logot claims nai. So both that claims ase. But India is since a very big country, so therefore the claims has been very much susceptible in this particular area. Okay, so amar tinta region ase. Okay, so we have got the disputes sector wise. Basically western sector ami around 2152 km share koru China logot, western sector ঠিক আছে। মিডল সেক্টৰত কিবা 625 কিলোমিটাৰ মান আমি শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি আছো, আৰু ইষ্টাৰ্ণ সেক্টৰত আমি 1140 কিলোমিটাৰ শ্বেয়াৰ কৰি আছো উইথ চাইনা। And amongst this particular border areas, we have seen that we have got disputes in every regions. Okay, jodi moi ko the major disputed regions in Himachal Pradesh ase, Uttarakhand ase, Arunachal Pradesh ase, Sikkim or jitu Doklam transaction area tate ase, Ladakh and Aksai Chinor area tu ase. So all these things we have seen in this particular sector. Okay, so ei problems kini karone aru eta bostu moi yate kobo bisorisu je recently এখন লেক বহুত নিউজত আছিলে just because China claim its territorial claims in this particular lake. Okay, it's a lake in the northern part of India. Uttarakhand ba Himachal Pradesh ekhini usorte kobar ase. Mukhe lake khonor details tu lage tomaloke comment section ot koa. There is a lake which is a very important lake and also a very beautiful lake. So hey lake khonor naam tu hai with the details of the lake you just have to mention in this particular comment section. Okay, so hekini claims loi pelai since news asile, so ei China aru India jekhini disputes hoy hekini janato amar karone bahut essential hoy. Okay, so obviously black solie thakibo China. Okay, so as to make this issue very much happening hoday koi kyo thake kedman gap dedi so that the world does not forget that etu eta disputed area hoy, but ami hetu disputed boli namanu, hetu China mani ase mani thako. Okay, so we will directly go ahead with the type of thing that we have basically got. Okay, so amar jitu China logor line hetu ami already jano, line of actual control boli ko. Okay, aru eta amar line ase that is McMahon line, which is a line between India and China basically in the region of eastern sector of Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, chalo, so mains question ta dia ase, previous years question ta dia ase sai loba, etu kali model case study jitu moi disilu question tar answer hoy sai lobo para. Okay, gote likha ase bhalke, etu aji model case study. Prelims tax, Foxtel millet products launched in Kokrajhar. Okay, so Kokrajhar is basically one of the district of Assam and also it comes under the BTR. So yate millet rice, grain, cake, kheer and flour were jointly by BTR chief Pramod Boro and chief general manager of NABARD Naveen Dhigra under the brand Thajim. Bahut important. Okay, a naam bilak bahut important hoi jay. So Foxtel millet produce launched in Kokrajhar and in the name of what? Brand name of Thajim. Important. Sai loba bilak bostu बहुत बेसी important है. Okay, चलो next के लिए गृह लक्ष्मी scheme. So गृह लक्ष्मी scheme celebrating 100 days in office in Karnataka. The Congress government in the state launched on Wednesday social welfare scheme for women. गृह लक्ष्मी scheme since women লগত related হয়, APSC women লৈ বহুত questions সুধে এবারে দেখিছা মেইনছত। So এটো কাৰণে এই schemes বিলাক বহুত important হয় আৰু ক'ত launch কৰিছে মাইসুৰু। আৰু according to the scheme the women heads of the family will receive 2000 per month on the government. Okay, so etu eta bahut important policy hoy, you should know about this thing. Next aru eta ase yete so aru extension ase, it has already implemented 3 of the 5 pre-poll promises, Shakti, Gruha Jyoti and Anna Bhagya, and Guru Lakshmi is the 4th one. Mon rakhiba 5th one to ki hoy Yuvanidhi. So ekita janibo lage bahut important hoy. Okay, 5 promises that has been done pre-poll. Tasot Chokwa rice got GI tag. So aji jodi moi GI tag boli kobole jao, GI tag bostu to hoy ki it refers to a sign used on certain products from a specific geographical territory, and it's a sign used on certain products corresponding to a particular geographical location or origin. It may be a town, it may be a region, it may be the country. Okay, aru amar India regulate kune kore? The Geographical Indications of Goods Registration and Protection Act of 1999. Okay, aru ei GI tags bilak important kihor karone hoy? It is important for protecting the reputation and quality of the products which has been grown in that particular region. And if a product is GI tagged, it will help boost to promote the economic development of the region where the products are basically produced. Okay, so hetu karone eta recently Chokwa rice boli asile amar Ohomor, so hetu eta GI tag poa goise aru etu ki rice boli koa jay? Magic rice boli koa jay. Okay, and it's a very Assam's culinary heritage. Unique and healthy rice is cultivated around the Brahmaputra river area and in several parts of Assam like Tinsukia, Dhemaji, Dibrugarh. And it's basically semi-glutinous winter rice known as sali rice. and the sticky and glutinous varieties categorized as Bora and Chokwa based on their amylose concentration. Okay, so ami sticky rice to jetia ko, sticky rice to ami generally Bora chaul buli ko. Okay, or even if I say about glutinous, okay, so glutinous means you can see that this particular lice, okay, is having like glue in texture, all of sticky hoy. Okay, obviously we can see the Chokwa rice to be sticky. So a sticky and glutinous মানে বস্তু দুটা একেই হয়, so এটো ডাইৰেক্টলি বৰা চাউল বা চকোৱা ৰাইসটো একে ক্যাটাগৰীতে পৰি যায়। so সেইকাৰণে এটোৰ এটা স্পেসিফিক পাৰ্টিকুলাৰ সিগনিফিকেন্সৰ কাৰণে এই ৰাইসটোৱে এটা GI tag পাইছে in Assam. so including this GI tag which has been recently given, অসমৰ GI tag items কেটা হল মোক comment sectionত কোৱা, and I will be happy if you write all the GI tag products of Assam. Okay, chalo. So this is our academic team and the CNA team. So that is all for today.